Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to do some upcycling projects. I asked you guys on Instagram what you guys want to see on my channel, and a lot of you guys want to see DIYs, thrifted items, and me sewing, which is actually really surprising. Clearly, if you've seen my videos, I'm not the best sewer, but I have a lot of ideas. I'm all for just like making things out of what you have already and not spending like a crap ton of money. I don't think expensive things necessarily equates to having great style. I've never thought that. This is gonna be really fun. I'm gonna basically go through my donation bin and see if I can make things out of that. Currently, we are still at home and like trying to stay safe and healthy and all that, so none of the donation bins in my area are actually open to donate these things. So I might as well just see if there's anything I actually would want to keep and maybe make into something even better than its original purpose. Hopefully I'll find some inspiration. Let's go. I went through my entire donation bin, and I know a lot of people, before I say this, are asking me if I'm going to set up a Depop. Follow my Instagram if you guys want to keep updated if I put anything on Depop. I have a lot of really cool like new with tag stuff that I think a lot of you guys will like, as well as some of my like previous DIY creations that I know a lot of you were like kind of interested to buy. I'm going to do 3 to 4-ish pieces in this video, so I decided to kind of put them into categories. The first thing I want to do is a matching coordinating set, since we're obviously all like really into loungewear right now for good reason. I thought it'd be fun to take something and maybe upcycle it. I actually am getting a sweatsuit that's similar to this, so I'm gonna link her shop in the description box below because I'm doing a whole small business video on that, but that's Golden Girly shop, I believe. But the one that I'm basing it off of is this lovely set from Aritzia in this beautiful bright blue color that is not in my size. So I'm going to try to do a matching top and shorts. We'll see how this goes. But I have this extra large Champion sweater that I feel like may give me enough fabric to do a little cute like tube top and then some sweat shorts, I'm hoping. So this is something that I thrifted a while ago. Really like this. I think that this is going to turn out super cute. The next thing I want to do is a category that has 2 items in it, which is going to be tie-dye / bleach dyeing. I know tie-dye is like clearly all the rage, and I feel like is just like a staple in everyone's quarantine fits right now. On Urban Outfitters, they have all of these really cool graphic tees that have like a tie-dye background, or like were tie-dyed or bleached or whatever, and I think that it looks really sick and may give new life to these pieces. So the first one I have here that I'm just gonna classic tie-dye because it's mostly white is my Hooters sweater. I bought this kind of like just because I thought it was really funny, but then I realized I don't think I'm ever going to wear a sweater that says more than a mouthful on the back. And then the next one I have here is this National Geographic tee that I thrifted in Florida. The thing is, like, this is really cute, but it's just like not like a good shape on me, so my plan is to crop it probably just slightly so it just looks a little bit more flattering, and then I'm going to test out the like bleach acid wash dyeing. I did a previous video on this, but so many people have asked me since that video, and I don't think they realize that video is like a thing. But I'm gonna make a denim skirt out of an old pair of jeans. So this is the pair of jeans I have. These are 501s. I actually got them from Urban Outfitters, and I got them a little bit too big, so they really stretch out. They like are not flattering after like an hour. So those were all things that I've had in the past that were in my wardrobe, was planning to donate them, and now hopefully I can bring them some new life. We are going to basically cut out these shorts. I looked on Pinterest on how to do this, and the easiest way just seems to be taking a pair of sweat shorts that you already really like the fit and crafting a pattern out of it. So we're gonna lay it down, and then I'm gonna trace some pieces. So the good thing is about our fabric is that I already have this band, which I'm gonna actually use it as the waistband. So we're gonna have 1, 2, and then 3, 4, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I think I figured it out. What we're basically gonna do is sew each piece together like so, And then we are going to attach the crotch. Don't mind this random seam here. That was really just my mistake because I didn't cut out the pattern properly. But we're gonna sew the crotch together. We're gonna sew it all together on these sides. And then that will create a short, if that makes any sense. And then after that, we will even out the hem. And I think we'll have a short. Will it fit? I don't know. Okay, the grand reveal. They look pretty good from the outside, but we'll see how they look when I flip them around. Oh, oh my God, guys, I made shorts. I hope they fit. I don't think I made them too small. No. Okay, so now I have the shorts on and they're looking so good. So when I didn't really show this part, but in the beginning, this had so much fabric and I thought it was a sewing issue, and then I realized it's actually just there was too much fabric there, so I had to cut it more like an underwear or like bikini bottom shape. But it still does need some work. Obviously we need to hem it, but there's good bum coverage right now. I'm just gonna hem like that. And I think they're gonna be really similar to the Aritzia shorts. I'm really, really happy with them. So let's just hem these babies. Okay, so we got the shorts, which I'm so excited about because they turned out so stinking cute and they're actually so legit. Probably one of the best things I've ever made on my channel. We are moving on to the top. So this is all the rest of the leftover fabric, which I think will be plenty to make like a cute little crop top to match this. One thing I do want to save, I don't know if I'm actually going to use it, is the little Champion logo. I may cut this and put this on maybe like on the top like that. I like the neckline of this, so I'm thinking of keeping this and cutting it into like a tank top, kind of similar to what I've done before, except obviously we do need more fabric. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this and then add more fabric, maybe from the sleeves, and do some sort of like cutie tank. Okay, so guys, here is the top. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this on here. I don't know if that's like tacky or cool, but I had to cut out 2 extra strips for the front and the back of this tank top using just a simple old tank. This is it. So we are basically just going to sew the strips to the top parts, and then after that we are going to sew it shut. Look at me! Tried it on just to test it out. There is some stretch in this fabric, which is really good. Yeah, I'm just gonna sew. I already sewed the panels over here, and honestly I would have preferred it being like one piece of fabric. I only could work with so much. We're gonna sew the sides and hopefully it will be good. I'm gonna show you guys like a grand reveal, but I just tried it on and it looks so good. I'll show you the grand reveal. I cannot believe I made this. I'm gonna put up the Aritzia one on the screen somewhere here just to show you guys how similar I was able to make this. This entire video is definitely some of the nicest things I've ever made. I also have the little Champion C that I decided to not put on, but you always could. I'll show you guys just like what it would look like on right here. It looks super cute as well if you wanted like some more branding on it, but because I want it to look less like the Aritzia one, I would take it off. I called Sarah earlier and she also said to put it on the shorts, which like that would be super cute as well. Out of an extra large sweater that literally cost me probably like $3, I got a full set. To the desired length, which for me isn't like super short. I don't like a super crop top. And then we are going to fold it over twice and then hem it with my sewing machine. Already so much better. Okay, so we're going to be doing the tie-dyeing portion of this little I don't even know what to call this. This one obviously will need a bleach dye because it is dark, and then this one will need a regular tie-dye. Now that we've altered everything, you guys saw that this is cropped now and it looks so good. I'm excited for this one, but from my research and actually Haley's recent video where she did a lot of bleach dye, you don't need to bleach for that long. So to time this properly so that they can go in the wash around the same time, I'm going to do this one first. And I actually don't have elastic bands, which is something you need. Okay, I have this orange string, so we're going to be using this instead. So it's going to take me a little bit longer, but my plan is just to, like, you know, do a little swirl. So I set up my station. One thing I do is I always wet my tie-dye before doing it. Just because I feel like it just looks a lot more blended. I don't know if you're probably supposed to do that, I don't know. But we have our tie-dye, and I'm just going to stick to 2 colors, and I do want some white in it, so we're just gonna go to town. Can you tilt it to me? So now that we are done, we are going to plop it in my plopper. Basically this great container that came with my tie-dye kit. Now we're going to let this sit for about 4 hours. 4 hours. Okay, go. Thank you. Now we rinse. So we're moving on to the bleach thing. I decided to use just like plain old Clorox bleach. We already had this in our cabinet, so this may be a good idea for people who haven't been able to get tie-dye kits. And then I just took like the old tie-dye squirty things, and I diluted the bleach 1:1, and then I actually don't have rubber bands, and it didn't seem necessary to leave the house right now, so I actually tied this all up with some zip ties, which, like, I mean, I would have preferred rubber bands because I just find this, like, it's a lot of plastic for just one craft. Does do the job, and we are just going to pour the bleach on it. Fingers crossed. We should open the window.
Oh my god, it smells like the swimming pool.
And it's already changing color, guys. Look, I literally just put this on. It was like instant color change. Oh my god, look. It's all, guys, it's already changing. I literally put, this is 2 minutes of it sitting in the bleach. So like, I can only imagine 10 minutes. This is why you probably shouldn't bleach your clothes. Just use baking soda and vinegar. It looks good though. So I thought we'd have to let this sit for 10 minutes, but literally 2 minutes. Maybe I made my solution really strong, but I think it's already done the job. So we're gonna rinse this baby out, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Oh, that looks sick. It's like kind of weird, but like I like it. Look, like that's so, look at the back. So now that both are done, we're just gonna throw them into the wash and dry them, and then we'll show you. Oh my gosh, I think it just like makes it a little like more just trendy and very Urban Outfitters like. I actually have so many things like this, so I'm actually going to be throwing this up on my Depop, but you should follow my Instagram if you guys want to know when this is going to be up for sale. I can't keep it for that long, or else I'm going to change my mind and want to keep it. It's so much like the Urban Outfitters stuff right now too. I'm in disbelief. I cannot believe I was going to give this away. This turned out so cool. This is probably, honestly, I don't know which one was my favorite piece here because I feel like everything just turned out so freaking cute. But I think the crop just made a hell of a difference on this top. It looks like something, again, you can get at Urban or some super trendy, like repurposed vintage like shop, like the Vintage Twin. One thing I did notice just from the bleach is that it did get a few holes, I guess just from leaving the bleach on too long, but I literally left this on for like less than 3 minutes. So there's definitely a lot less waiting when it comes to bleach tie-dye or whatever you want to call it. But this is so cute. I'm actually gonna wear this. Like, I think that this is so sick. I'm pumped. Okay, so this one is going to be really fun. Basically, I'm going to show you guys how to make a denim skirt out of a pair of jeans. The pair I'm using today are Levi's 501 straight. I'm excited because I don't have a dark denim skirt. So this is actually a repurposed denim skirt I already have. I did not make this one. This is from the Vintage Twin. Basically, we're just going to kind of draw an outline for this and just kind of look at how they made this, and that's going to serve as our template. I want this one to be frayed just like this one, so we're just going to go to the exact length. So now we have a little cute pair of shorts. The one thing that they did on the front of the skirt, as you guys can see, they took a seam ripper and took out all of the stitches here, so that way they were able to make the crotch lay flat. I am going to take the lazy way out, and maybe some of you guys will cringe for this, but I'm going to actually just cut the crotch open. Just because I feel like I can always cut off the excess fabric and it's all going to be okay.
Different. I'm worried that this will all change.
So basically we cut the crotch so that way now it will overlap, and then I'm going to sew along here to seal this shut. And then I also cut out a piece of extra fabric that is going to be used to fill in this little triangle. The back may not actually need a patch because when I cut out this part, it turns out that this is actually longer, obviously, because we took it apart. So once we cut it all straight across, we may actually not need a patch for the back. Okay, so we are about to get to sewing my denim skirt, and I say this every single time you do a denim DIY, is to use a denim needle, because denim is just so thick that it's really easy to break your needle, and it's not like super safe. With that being said, I don't have a denim needle. I'm just gonna go really slow on this one. I basically just laid my skirt flat as possible, and we're just gonna go and try to stitch the whole thing flat before we add any sort of patches or anything like that. Okay, we are done sewing the skirt. I'm so happy with how it looks. One of my washer loads is actually ready, so I'm going to throw this into the dryer with the rest of that stuff, because if you just throw it into the dryer for like even half an hour, it's gonna leave like a really nice fray, kind of like this skirt here. So we're gonna do that, and then we're done.
Don't worry, you ain't gotta come to conclusions this early.
I just want to take a moment and talk about how good this skirt came out. Guys, this is absolutely unreal. It fits so well and way better than what the jeans actually looked like. I'm gonna find a Levi's denim skirt and see how much it would compare. I mean, I did buy these jeans from Urban Outfitters, so they were a little bit pricey. I'm glad I was able to upcycle them into something else rather than actually donating them, especially because we're not able to donate at this time. But it fits so perfectly, and I don't have to worry about it like really stretching out. Also, after putting it in the dryer, the fraying turned out so cute as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this like upcycling the clothes I was going to donate video. This actually is so nuts because I was really going to donate these items. It's crazy that I was able to repurpose them into things that I am definitely going to keep, minus the Hooters sweater, which hopefully will show up on somewhere soon for you guys. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but basically I'm just like so shook that I was going to give these things away, and the fact that this video gave me a chance to rethink what I'm keeping and what I'm giving away and what I could repurpose instead of consuming more is absolutely nuts. But yeah, let me know which was your favorite piece in the description box below. If you guys want to see any of this styled, they will most certainly be on my Instagram. And with that being said, I'm gonna go, but stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.
Worry, baby, don't worry. Go and get some sleep while you always in a hurry. You got bigger things planned for you, don't worry.